That once in a lifetime, you better get ready to roll. If you don't know how to rap, then you're out of control. It's not even close to Eminem, my friend. It's not even close to pulling up in the Benz. It's not even close to even shaking my hand, making amends. If you want to do that, I promise you for 8 Mile, white bear smile with a little crocodile tooth. And that's what it is. I promise you what I have to do to you. I got to pick you up and Hummer truck the backs of pegs and all the pegs. I know that. Diamond peg, I'ma peg you out. And that's a promise, one thing I already figured you out. I'ma run you down and guns you down. And that's what it is if I have to. I'ma blast you. I'ma have to come right through you and go right past another ghost through your ghost. And the ghost of Hollyoaks and ghost of most. All of everything I promised you, I'm blasting it. This is what it's, I go to blast with the mother guns. Messing with you in my holy funds and all my holy trace. And put you off in the front and then keep me off in the back of the days. Baking it, son, you're gonna cooking this, just shooking back somebody do it. What you gotta do with the muffin cookings, muffin stuffing. What you do with the white bear bluffings, bluffing. That's what it is with the end of the concussions. Concussions that you gave that one white man just now. Eminem just punched the guy and they dropped his ass to the ground. I'm not playing with you and I'm not playing with the ground. I promise you one thing, you make the chopper sound, chop to chop, chop to chop. Chop to chop, chop to chop. You got one thing to say, you got trilogy, and that's what it is. I promise you something deep inside of me. You got that chop a chop, chop a chop, chop a chop, chop a chop. You got the chop it, rock it, with the guns. You got that much somebody with the Kumba guns. You got with the runs of buns, tons. You got the months of tons of blunts. You got a little bit of heart in a blender. Don't be scared. Always, forever remember, White Bear. White Bear's got tears. Crying right here for you. I promise you one thing, I'm soaring like an eagle. Picked you up like a beagle and I had to eat you like a cookie biscuit. There's a promise, I'm looking at that nookie. And I'm not promising about any cookies. It's a porno magazine and it's always Playboy and it's covered up. I promise you that I'm making the noise. I own Playboy, I own Nike, I own Adidas. I promise you there's something in a two-seater. Lamborghini and all the Ferrari is something else too. It's something where I'm cooking it up, I'm mixing only chicken soup. I'm chicken souping on the Guadalupe, I got a Guadalupe and I'm a soup, soup, and soup, and jupi, cupid, and I'm going to do it, and the Galapagos, Cusca. I'm gonna blast it off in the holy roast of rooster. That's okay, man. Don't holler at me with the I do ya. You do me, I do you. No, it's not like that. I promise you forever in the chicken soup. You chicken Guadalupe. That's in the Guadatupe. And the Tupia, Trupia, Scoopia, I'm gonna have to dupia, and that's what it is, I promise you, in the Guada Hoopy. With the Trada Hoopy. With the Nesses, the Desses, the X's, the Lesses, and the Messes, and the Tresses, and the Guesses, and the Besos. I run with the Blescos. I run with the Nexcos. I run with the Klexcos. I run with the Fletscos. I run with the Brescos. I run with the Gleskis. And the Meskis and the Deskies and the Heskies. I run with all the Blazes and the Blaze. I run with all the Crazy and the Crazy. Don't forget ever, forever, one bear white tear. And that's what I promise you, 8 Mile right here. 8 Mile on the ground, you lay it down, you lay it down. 8 Mile on the ground, you lay it down, you lay it down. 8 Mile on the ground, you lay it down, you lay it down. One thing you never thought of a thrice, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. You lay it down on the ground, you gotta give me patience. You lay it down on the ground, you gotta give me gracious. You give me gracious upon a promise to all my diamond peg pawns, you gotta pawn out, peg up. Peg down with that money cash now. And I'm not even talking about paying me cash. I'm talking you gotta watch out your own white ass. I'm coming down on that. I'm coming down on you. I'm coming down on your crew. I'm coming down on what you do. You a rapping battle fanatic, mascatic, got to. Pull up in my Bugatti Bugatti. Pull up in my Lamborghini Statu. Pull up in my Porsche Spider. Pull up in my Ferrari Ita. My Ita, my Bita. And that's what it is with my fighter. Left to right, right to left. I promise you I'm a fighter, Bagita, Bajita. And the Jada's with Jupiter. I gotta hit him stupider. Hit him like that Croupider. And a boopita doopita Jupiter stupida. It's the word, the ways of wisdom of man's. And man's all the way you can tell my craze. I promise you any days. I gotta hit it like 8 Mile. 8 Mile in my face, come on, you know my trace. I promise you white bears crying every day. And that's a promise when I was in prison, the way I was crying. I promise you I had eyes of a giant of getting out. Of every truth, I promise you something in the South. Watch out, man, the cops are coming down hot now. They're wondering what the fuck is going to do in the block now. When we get it hot now, I'm going to go pop, pop, pop down. Pop down, shot down. Go get it like that. Good Gilligan's Island, get it hot now. Lost in the island now. You are wildin' now. Wildin', trialing now. You guiling, gyling. Gyling like gyro. You taking off high road, pyro. Helicopter to the roof. I promise you one thing, 8 Mile. And that's James Joseph Raymer for Eminem and 8 Mile right there. That's a promise, white bear. That song right there is worth so much in German white English. It's worth over $500 million right there, cash. I Love Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Warner Brothers Studio documents. Mega document, Warner Brothers Studios. Eminem, Lamb Messiah. 8 Mile, white bear. Patent. Eminem, patent. Lamb Messiah, patent.